since no, I joined in May 2024 and I've been serving since last 5 months. And I welcome you all to the meeting number 578 of Millennium City Toastmasters. Before we start, I would like to lay down some ground rules that we follow. First, move in and move out only when the claps are going, that is when transitions are happening. Secondly, please keep your phones on silent mode. I'll give you 10 seconds for the same. Third, at Toastmasters, we do not discourage you from discussing religion, politics, and sex, but be very careful when you discuss these topics. And just like we have some mission, some values, some goals in our life, so does Toastmasters. I request you all to please stand up and repeat the oath after me. The mission of a Toastmaster Club is to provide mutually supportive and positive learning environment where every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. Now, I would like to move further. I would like to call someone on the stage who has joined in February 2022. He is currently a presiding officer and works as a senior product analyst at Policy Bazaar. Welcome, TM.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm wishes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, low energy from this side. Yeah, so let's divide the room into two parts. The one side is this one, and the other side is this one. So I can hear out the loud
Shouting competition.
Yeah, some kind of competition. Yeah. So let's start with the left section. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, hi, Nancy. So you have to be more competitive. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's still low. You can try.
We are only 4 people on this side.
So my name is Abhishek Soni and I am the presiding officer of today's meeting, and I welcome you all to the 578 meeting of the Toastmasters. 578 meeting is signified that from the last more than 11 years we are meeting every Sunday and conducting Toastmaster meeting to uplift the communication skill and the leadership skill, so that we can become better leaders and better speakers in the future. And today is a special day. Before going forward, I want to announce two things. First, the table topics, International Table Topics Contest, that is going to happen on 8th of December. So I request everyone to please start preparing for the table topics session contest. And for that, today, one of our senior members, and most experienced member, the nonce member I can say, is going to take a session on the how to ace your impromptu speeches, how to deliver the impromptu speeches at any moment. So she will be taking the session, the Toastmaster Sorta. He is the past area director. She is the past president, VP membership, and has served so many positions in the Toastmaster, and he has given a lot to the Toastmaster. And now, before moving forward, we don't have any guests right now, all other members. So let's do warm-up activity. In this warm-up activity, since winter has arrived, so I want to have a sweet memory of winter. Let's everyone tell some sweet memory of winter. Like starting with mine. And I have a two clap. Who say just when you say memory, clap to that so that other people can take the.
When you say what? Model?
When you name, just say your sweet memory regarding the winter. Any past sweet memory, any memory, good memory of the winter.
When we have to clap,
So after you say those,
then I'll clap.
yeah, you have to clap so that other people can take it for you. Just
Who was
any-
who was the person who
the person who is spoken, just after that take
Okay.
clap to times to
Okay.
get yourself hit up and the other people start speaking. Anything, your sweet memory, what you have done, any form of action you have taken in the past. So starting with myself, so back to the 13, I can say, it was the first trip of me with my college friend to the mountain. I went, so we have planned, like in the winter we used to have an 8-day holiday and I was living in Gujarat. So my home is Patna, so it is 2-day traveling. So in the 8 day you can't go to the home and come back because 4 day you will be traveling in the train. So we plan to do something great. So all the 4 to 5 families are planned to have to go to somewhere, Goa or the Manali. Then we thought of going to the Goa, Manali. So we started, like, we think today that we have to plan. Tomorrow we went to the station, sleep at 4 o'clock to take the Tatkal ticket. It was back to the 13. When we have to go to the station at 6 o'clock for the Tatkal ticket. Like we went to the 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, sleep in the station 4 hours, taking the Tatkal ticket from Gujarat to Chandigarh, then we take a bus to the Manali. So it was one of the best memory because we all friends went to the station, slept 4 hours over there, waited for in the line in the queue for the ticket. After having the ticket, we started the journey the next day. We went to the Manali, and the first day we are fond of snowfall. And it was the first time we witnessed the snowfall, all of the four friends. It's like the movie, when you see in the movie or especially in the cartoon, the snowfall coming into our eyes, and we played with the snow. We went to the Rotang Pass and so on. So it was one of the best memory of mine in the winter. And whenever the winter starts, I always look forward to just go to the mountain, witness the snowfall again. So this is one of my memory of winter. Not
My memory of winters is like on the New Year Eve, every year me and my family just gather, we make some good unique dishes and we just sit in a blanket and watch award shows or a new movie or something like that.
yeah, watching movie in the blanket in the winter. So great. Rahul.
One sweet memory about winter is for me is that during Christmas I get holidays and around 10 days and I don't have to worry about work. I don't have to worry about anything. Mostly, basically, whatever tiredness I have throughout the year, I sleep it out during Christmas. So, like best memory.
Okay, so it's like it's our last week that we have went for the Jim Corbett, and it's like a great trip, and we have done a lot of activities like go to the marshal and saw the crocodile. I don't know whether it is live dead or dummy piece. And there was a village trip, so the video is available on the WhatsApp group, and we have enjoyed.
Great.
Also, just to
Just make it
like add, I'll share all the glimpses from the trip maybe today. So do like I'll post it on the YouTube channel as well. So do like, subscribe, and comment if possible.
Okay, man. So now, this will be more fast.
I had a lot of memories when it comes to winters, but the one that I really cherish is it's a way back when I was watching a movie in winter, and I keep on watching movies one after another whole day, and I was similarly in a blanket like he was with his family, but I was watching it alone. So it was great experience for me. Was like a great memory for me of that day.
So, yeah, sorry.
In winters, you get a lot of sunlight, so we normally go inside into the park. We go to park and we sit for hours and we take sunlight.
Oh, yes. So,
Best thing about winter, especially about December, your leaves are going to expire. So you enjoy, you take the leave without having any agenda that what you are going to do during that period. Because working with a global MNC and everybody will be enjoying holiday after December because they have long holiday during this period. And you will not be doing anything, sitting alone, and during that period you can plan something like to go out and enjoy the holidays.
that's great. It's only possible in the MNC firm when we join the Indian startup or Indian company, the privilege will not be there. I experience that. Yeah, Pooja.
So basically, this January we and I and my friends went to the similar trip, and we enjoy a lot of things like we did adventurous activity and enjoy like the place, small areas, the Kufri area and Shimla Mall Road. So we enjoyed all these things, but we are unfortunately didn't see snowfall. So that is the missing thing there. But we want to go again, Simla. So and showing the snowfall this
In the
year.
next step, you have the. Make it a part and skip so that we can cover the. Yes,
Yeah. So my memories are sweet memories are really sweet because in Jaipur we used to have a lot of home delicacies like carrot halwa,
Oh.
til laddus and feeni.
That's also
You're making us hungry.
And also because kite flying is also a great passion there. So I used to fly lots of kites in Jaipur, and again snuggling inside the quilt was my favorite activity.
I remember I must have been around 6 or 7 years old,
Oh.
and my family was traveling to Rohtang Pass, and I slept on the way there. I remember opening my eyes to a white blanket of snow, which I had seen for the first time in my life. So that was one of the best memories of my childhood. Yeah.
The first when I go to the mountain. This was my when I go to Manali.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the one thing I like about winter is whenever I go to sleep and wake up in the midnight and like watch my phone and see that I can sleep more 2-3 hours. Feeling like so every single day in winter whenever I go to sleep I always like I wish I could feel that every day.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So since I belong to Jaipur, and as we said, there is a Makar Sankranti day, which is a kite flying day.
Yeah.
So on that day, it's really a memorable day for all of us over there. So I still remember a kite flying day, this Makar Sankranti, where all my friends we planned out in a flat hour that we will do the party over like our
Terrace.
Yes. So we planned a party, we just fly the kite and we ate, so it was really enjoyable.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah.
So for me, every year the month of December is very good for me because in the month of December my birthday is there and my daughter's younger daughter birthday is there and her birthday is on 31st of December.
Oh,
So this is the last day of the year and on that day we usually sleep very late, enjoy the most of that day and that is memorable. Every year we enjoy that day.
And the birthday of it out there and the New Year's Eve.
Yeah, same.
In 2020, I went to Jaipur for a school trip. So it was we fun a lot. It was good for me.
Cool. Yeah.
During winters, I usually plays a lot. I play kabaddi and cricket. So I get a lot of time to play in winters. There is no sun over there. So I call my friends.
let's play. So there is no sun, so we play now.
Cool. Very yeah.
So, in the winters, I enjoy sleeping, as Rahul said. Few things, because of few things, obviously. Even if there is electricity or not, you can sleep. Even mosquitoes are not there, so there is no buzzing sound. So I can sleep in peace. That's something which I enjoy. Something which I hate these days is that the pollution is quite high in this region.
Okay.
So, and especially in winters, in summers, it usually stays within fine limits like around 100 or 50 to 100 AQI. But these days it's pretty high, so that is something I don't like, and something which I like is sleeping.
Sleeping is the one.
I sorry, guava, moongfali, and mooli.
Moongfali is quite common for me also. Like I love having moongfali.
So there is a birthday for my son in December, my sister and mine in January. So it's a birthday month for me for December and January, and go to party and games. Apart from that, the sleeping without electricity, because you don't need to lazy mornings. So like you don't need to wait that I have to switch on AC. You can put your blanket and take a nap.
That's great. And the last we have Jessica.
While I like sleeping and just going to the wind, the one more good part of winter is that you can go for activities, and activities like running or anything, any kind of activities you can go for anyhow, because in summers it's just the sweat causes so much of irritation that you just can't go. So winters give that opportunity.
We have two people right now. Yeah, so you have to something say some sweet memory of winter. Some sweet memory, some good memory.
From my childhood.
Really?
Okay. I think winter is the time when you actually, in my childhood, what I saw that my grandmother, mother, they used to have this networking session with all the aunties. And all of them would sit outside the house and have peanuts. They would crunch the peanuts, have it, and talk and gossip around. That was a sweet memory because I don't see that happening. Everyone is so busy these days, and trust me, the networking was so strong. They knew what was cooking in the next door house. They knew who's getting divorced, who's not. I mean, hats off. So yeah,
One sweet memory of the winter.
Yeah. The sweet memory I remember about different picnics we used to attend during my school days. That time it was not fully populated, so a lot of unstructured houses around my houses. So a couple of friends together used to target one of those houses, roof, and then bring all the foods, vegetables cooked whole day, and the evening used to eat together. So I really remember, cherish those picnic memories.
Cool. Big applause for everyone. I hope you are going to have some more good sweet memories today also, because you're going to have one of the driving session. And also that I wish everyone have a sweet memory in this winter. Okay, big applause for everyone. Now coming to so we have two guests. So we have to do guest introduction, then we can have the team notices. And yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You have to just say your name and just introduction to yourself.
So may I come there?
No, you can be silent. Just write this.
So myself, Gaurav Padi, I belong to Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, and brought up in Gurugram, Haryana. Right now I am teaching in a school, New Fusion Creative Foundation, here in Sector 49. And I have done my graduation in psychology honors, and right now I am going to do BA in psychology. That's all.
Cool. Yes, ma'am.
Tripathi. I study in class 11 right now, and I'm right now I do it for my educational purpose, and my hobby is singing. So I love singing.
Now it's time for the
Who is timer? Because Toastmaster Shweta might need some time.
Toastmasters cover the timer. Time to continue the
Because we have already taken 25 minutes.
So can we have a timer? Anyone can take the timer. Chef can you take, or staff can take timer. And also table topics will be there. Anyone can take the table topics.
See, today we may not need
Okay.
the table topics evaluator because we will be covering the table topics section within
Within
the session.
Okay. So now it's time for introducing the Toastmasters program, who is going to take a session on how to use table topics in complete speeches. From the introduction side, she joined Toastmasters 2015, and she has taken, as I said in the earlier, also she has taken various roles in the Toastmaster, from the president, duty membership, secretary to the area director. All the levels she has, all kind of designations she has been taken in this span of 6 years or 6 to 7 years of time in the Toastmaster, and more than that. Apart from this, she is corporate trainer, and she has been serving the Toastmaster and giving a lot to the Toastmaster. Like any session if you attend Toastmaster, so you feel very energetic and excited and you will learn a lot of things. So welcome Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
That was a very interesting, exciting officer session. Round of applause for Toastmaster Abhishek, please. Can I request everyone to come to this side of the room because I don't think I'll be able to connect my laptop to the screen. So I'll be presenting my presentation from the laptop itself. Just a little closer, please. Thank you very much. First, let's talk about table topics. What is table topics?
Impromptu speech.
Impromptu speaking. Why do we call it table topics in Toastmasters? Any idea?
Because topics are given on table.
Excellent. So that's the way it began. So does anyone know when was Toastmasters started? When did it start?
1924.
When was the first meeting held?
October.
Which year?
1925.
1905.
05.
1905. That's when Ralph Smedley, the father of Toastmasters, held the first meeting. It took him around 15 years to get it into motion. And so what they used to do, please spell out. So what they used to do is that they used to write the table topics, as in the topics, on slips of paper, and they would put them on the table. So they couldn't think of any better name to come up with, so they just said, okay, topics on the table, call it table topics. So that is how table topics came into existence. Why is impromptu speaking important? Why do we need to? Why is it such an integral part of Toastmasters?
Because a lot of time you don't have time to actually prepare, and you have to think of on your feet and just give answer. I mean, you just have to speak.
Can you give me an example from a real life situation?
Real life.
Group discussions.
Group discussions, yes.
Even when you are talking to us and pointing out to speak something, it's impromptu. I have to speak on the spot.
On the spot.
Anything?
Yes,
I think when you are working in a corporate, it's mostly impromptu. Like there are of course prepared speeches, but mostly I would say 80% is impromptu that you have to address the issue.
100%. What about the meeting we were just talking about, the aunties meeting?
Yes, networking.
Networking. Somebody throws a googly at you, and how do you respond? You don't know what to say, and then 2 hours later you think, oh, I should have said this. Right.
Yes, okay.
Happened to all of us?
Yes.
Yes. whether at work or at home, be it with your partner, with your spouse, with your children, with your friends, with your bosses, with your colleagues, anyone, happens to us all the time. And how many of us here go to the gym? Kabhi gaye hain? Any time if you've ever been to the gym or any kind of exercise. So how do you develop a muscle?
Consistency.
You train your muscles. You train your body. And how many of us here ride a bike? Motorbike? Okay. So motorbike, in the motorbike, we have the brake in our feet. Correct? So when we start riding it, we have to think, okay, I have to brake with my foot. But as time goes on, as you keep riding it day in, day out, then you don't have to think about it. You just know. It's called muscle memory. Correct? Similarly, with impromptu speaking, why do we have it here? Why do we have it here in Toastmasters? Because we are training our brain cells, our brain muscles to think in a structured and organized way. We have so many thoughts, but when we start speaking, sometimes it all comes out in a jumbled way. We are not able to give a precise, concise, crisp answer. Which is why we have certain tips, tools and techniques that can help us train our brain in a way that whenever we speak, we don't have to think about it and we speak smartly anyway. So today we'll be touching on some topics, some tips, some techniques on how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to turn my laptop this way, hoping everybody can see it. Okay, I'll do that. I hope everybody can see.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
I think there must be HDMI, right? Or
No.
No, HDMI won't work.
You need to have an adapter.
Yeah, it's like Apple MacBook. In fact, I also have, so I don't think
It won't
That's
get
okay,
connected.
that's okay. This is fine, I think.
we can see.
So like we said, why impromptu speech? It gives us more confidence as a speaker. It gives us leadership roles. If I want to be a successful leader, I have to be a good orator. How many of us believe that? Honestly, how many of us believe that? No matter how many years of experience you have, no matter how much knowledge you have to impart, if you're not able to deliver it in a concise, crisp, smart manner, people don't really look up to you that much. Sometimes I even feel that people who are able to deliver better and may not have too much juice still do better than the ones who are very wise or who are very experienced, but they're not able to deliver it properly.
True.
Right? It's like you order something from Blinkit and they have sent a beautiful fruit, you've ordered a beautiful fruit basket and they have sent it from there. But during the delivery, it becomes squishy or mashed, and so you will not enjoy it all that much, right? So unless you're able to deliver what you have here in the exact way that you want to, it won't really help anyone, including yourself. So yes, it will help you assume leadership easily. Become more definite is also a part of leadership skills. Listening, reading, writing skills. Once you have trained your brain muscles, brain cells, how to organize your thoughts properly, it will help you to become a better listener, a better reader, a better writer. Personal potential, obviously, when we feel confident, we feel confident in all the aspects, all the areas of life. It makes you more fearless, for sure. Yes, it makes you more expressive. And of course, we all like to feel cool about ourselves. So that's how it helps us. Yeah, that's the cool route right there. Okay, so basically we have to train our mind. Now, how can I ace impromptu speaking? Of course, by giving speeches. The only way to ace speaking is by speaking. You cannot learn it by watching YouTube videos. You cannot learn it by reading a book. You cannot learn it by listening to me talk or anyone else talk. Whatever you learn, you have to practice. You have to speak. Prepare speeches and impromptu speeches, of course. Now, this is from the perspective of Toastmasters contests. Today, we will talk about Toastmasters contest. Okay. When the topic is given, we don't give this enough thought, and that is listen. A few of you know my story from the speech contest, the district level speech contest. A few of you don't, so I'll share it again. I had been winning from the club level, and the success got to my head, and I was overconfident. And my friends didn't help. Oh, you will win. Oh, no, it wasn't happening. Yeah.
They always do.
No, it's not like. See, that's what I'm telling you, Rahul. That's not true. Everybody needs help, right? So, one of my mentors, a very senior member, Deepak Sharma, he told me that, Shweta, this time around, a lot of people have been saying that they were not able to understand the topic. And I just dismissed it. What are you saying? We all speak English. Why wouldn't somebody understand the topic? I didn't give it any thought. And that was my downfall. That became the reason of my downfall in the district contest. I went on the stage. I was not nervous because I had already, the previous night, I had gone on the stage, I had a feel, audience, I was absolutely fine. But somehow when the contest master said the topic, I could not comprehend it, my brain became jelly. It was all gibberish to me. I thought I was paying attention, but I was too carefree about it. I was not paying attention.
At that stage, you also get overwhelmed, right?
Yes.
Because seeing the number of audience and like at least 300, 400 people in the audience.
Yes, you do get overwhelmed, for sure. Call it excitement.
Yes.
Call it adrenaline rush. So this part is very important. I'm telling you from my personal experience. You have to listen. Forget everything else. Just listen. So, first step is to understand. Take a couple of seconds. It's okay. Listen. Take a couple of seconds to comprehend. You can give a smile to your audience and then start. Pause, like I said, take a couple of seconds, listen and pause, calm yourself down, make sure you have got the topic. This part again, I'm telling you, I'm re-emphasizing, reiterating, this part is very important because everything else will depend on this part. Okay? Confirm, okay, this is the topic, and then tell your story, then start speaking, and then you end it.
Can you confirm?
You want to? You can say it.
Okay.
And you will know from the contest master's expression if you are.
Did you confirm that?
No, I was not even listening. It was all gibberish to me. I just remembered two words. Only two words from the entire sentence made sense to me. War and peace.
But what I've observed that even if you confirm and reiterate, the person will not correct you.
They will not correct you, but you will know at least. So what happens is, sorry? Vishu. Yeah. So Vishu, what happens is, when you're confirming, you can tell that, okay, I have got the gist, I have understood the topic.
Okay.
And also, it's not only, you're not doing it only for the others, I mean for them to listen. When you confirm, you're telling yourself also that this is the topic. Okay. You are buying time for yourself also. Yes, please.
In this year, in the oration district conference, one of the participants actually tried to confirm the topic and they became rude. So
they became rude?
Yeah.
That's not
so
nice.
I'm not sure.
That's okay, don't worry about that.
But timing will start as soon as you speak.
Just a couple of seconds. It just takes a couple of seconds. It gives confidence that okay, this is the topic. Or you can just say it once.
Ideally, they do not repeat.
Yeah.
So
No,
there
they
is
will
no.
not repeat. They will not repeat.
Yeah.
Which I don't get, by the way. Why can't they repeat the topic? I don't. Anyway.
But only in the introduction, they say the speaker on topic name, speaker. That's like
Correct.
that
That's the way.
twice they.
Yes. They'll shake your hand.
Yes.
They'll say your name, the topic again, and then your. So at that time, just listen very carefully. And then once you can say it. More to yourself.
But if you're trying to confirm, so
Confirm not with them, basically, more
internally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You're telling your mind.
it will give some wrong impression to the judges. As
Yes,
well.
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
No, not confirm with them. It's more like telling yourself, telling your mind that this is the topic.
Maybe it's like reiterating the
Reiterating
topic
yourself.
yours for yours.
Because sometimes what happens is when we start talking, also we lose track of the topic.
We forget what we need to say.
Yes. So when we start talking, we lose track of the topic.
So I was with Rahul this time innovation. So almost 30% participants they couldn't understand because of the accent. The accent was very
That's
bad.
very sad. They should choose the topic master, the contest master carefully. Somebody who's it, and the topic master should speak very slowly.
Yeah. And sometimes they come up with a very long sentence also.
That's what
And this time there was an issue in the accent of the topic contest master.
Somebody should have raised, oh my god, I've been shown the green flag and something. Okay, I'm sorry, we can have these discussions.
We can accept
Read
that.
that also.
We
How
should
many
have
minutes
this
are
this session only.
1 minute.
You can do that, I don't mind.
Left.
No, we can extend. We can extend.
Okay.
We can extend. We have more time. We have this.
We have time. Actually, presiding officer took a lot of time. So
Okay, let's move on. Please. Let's move on. So yes, confirm to yourself because you are reactivating in your own brain that this is the topic. It will help you. It will help you once you start speaking. All right. How to make my speech effective? Let's quickly go through this. Very.
timer is allocating 15 more minutes.
15?
Yeah.
I need more time.
Okay. How much? 30
No,
minutes?
listen. Because we are incorporating the table topic section also
Okay.
in my session.
Table topic section को
हाँ.
Yes. So
30
whatever
minutes.
time you have for table topics, please give me that. Because I'm incorporating the table topic section.
30 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
30 to 40 minutes.
All right.
इसको 45 minutes.
So again, this
Please
is
tell
from
me, right?
Toastmasters contest perspective, but also obviously it will help you in your delivery. Structure and organization, the opening and the body and the conclusion. We will not be talking much about that. I'm sure everybody knows here. Opening, body and conclusion, how to make that more effective, right? Okay. Or we can have a separate session for that. These are the pillars of a good speech. A very precise opening, a very precise body, and a very precise conclusion is what will set you apart from the other speakers. This is again from the Toastmasters judges ballot. What will they look for? We will go to the ballot also in the end. What will they look for? They will look for logic, they will look for directness. Don't beat around the bush. Just come to your topic quickly. Enthusiasm. No one likes to listen to somebody who will. And then I went there and I was thinking, no, please don't do that. Even if you're not feeling your best, you have to fake it. Achievement of purpose is something very important that the judges look for. Were you or were you not able to deliver your message? See, what is achievement of purpose? It doesn't matter whether you have 5 people in the audience, 50, 500 or 5,000. Each and every person should understand the same thing from the speech. It should be that simple. Rahul understood something else, Banu understood something else, then you have not done your job properly. You have not achieved your purpose. What is the message that you were trying to deliver? Each and every person in the audience should be able to grasp it clearly. I always think I have to write in a way and I am talking to 4-5-year-old kids. That is how simple your speech is. Okay? Why a successful opening? Let's quickly go over this. It gets the audience's attention. Again, let's talk from the perspective of a contest. A lot of people are coming on the stage, a lot of people are speaking about the same topic. Sometimes the audience may fade out. These days we have our phones, we get lost. So a good opening will grasp the attention. It will set you apart from the other speakers. Introduces the topic. It helps the audience relate to the speaker's message. It takes 5 to 10% of the total speech time. And opening techniques very quickly. These are just some guidelines that you can use while opening your speech. You can explain the importance of the topic. You can make a surprising statement. I woke up just 15 minutes ago. I woke up like this, something like that. A surprising statement. Create suspense or curiosity. Can you imagine at what time I woke up this morning?
15 minutes back.
Excellent. So, create suspense or curiosity. Tell a story or anecdote. The moment I woke up this morning, I realized I hit the snooze button on my phone and I overslept by a good 45 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yes, exactly. So, a story or an anecdote always helps to connect with your audience. Ask a rhetorical question. Why can't I ever wake up on time? Okay? Begin with a quotation. Early to bed and early to rise makes men healthy, wealthy, and wise. It has not worked for me so far. Okay? Refer to the occasion. If you don't know what to say, if your mind has gone blank, refer to the occasion. What a brilliant view I have in front of me right now. Such beautiful smiling faces. Thank you for being such a kind audience. Yeah, refer to the occasion. Talk about the people in the audience.
We don't get any clues. Should we repeat the topic?
Sure, go ahead. See, Bahu, what is the worst that can happen? If you're not sure what happened with me, I had no clue what I was talking about. Yeah? It will be better than that at least. Or make a joke about yourself. These things I found out later, after 6 months of crying and cribbing and then I realized that okay, so it's alright. It's not the end of the world. These things happen. But then how to tackle these things is what we have to talk about. So if you don't get it, if your mind goes blank, if your mind turns to jelly, make fun of the situation.
So you're talking about on that day, I'm sure that the preparation starts really advanced.
6 months.
6 months. So that is also important, how you prepare. So you have 6 techniques, probably you zero in on 3-4 techniques.
I came up with these techniques later.
No.
That was after I had, I realized where I had lagged. So
But ideally, how we will prepare?
How we prepared was, we had a grilling team that we formed in the area. And we would meet every week, once or twice a week. And they would grill me. They would give me topics.
That you keep 3-4 state opening which can fit you broad range of topics. So
See, there's a big debate around that. Some people say it's good to do that. Some people say, personally, I don't believe in that.
You believe in impromptu?
I believe in
Using some
structure.
format? Yeah.
Yes, I believe in using these techniques that we talk about. Because then you can talk about anything.
So you keep technique in mind, not the line exactly in mind.
Exactly. I don't keep the topic in mind, I keep the technique in mind. And that has always helped me after that.
So I think related to his question and maybe what he's asking that only. So some people say that out of your life experiences, just keep a note of some of the interesting ones and
fit
Yes.
those in the daily topics.
So I'll tell you something.
Yeah, your name is sorry? Kritika, I'll tell you something. I had a notebook prepared where I had written down, like you said, a few anecdotes from my life. But sometimes you are not able to fit any of those. Sometimes you may get something completely out of the it may work, it may not. But if you know that this is how I have to structure my speech, don't think about a particular incident. We will be learning about the syntax. See, syntax is more important. Once you have learned the alphabet, A, B, C, D, you can form the words, is what I'm saying. So once you know the format, okay, this is how I should open, be it any topic in the world. If you have those 3-4 scenarios in your mind, you may not be able to relate them to the topic. It is a possibility.
It happened to me
Yes.
in the last table topic contest.
Yes.
I had 10 to 12 stories and none of them
Exactly.
actually fit the
So, is it that you're
topic.
talking about the Oreo approach or something?
We will just go through. That's what we are here to talk about. Yes. Okay.
As a good practice, just to take a lead from Rahul, is it important even for prepared, right? It can work very well. That create a storybook online, maintain a log, because a lot of interesting happens around us, and we keep forgetting. And
Once we become writers, as we all are in
Mm.
Toastmasters, everything that happens to us
becomes a story.
Yes. Because in our mind, even as and when that thing is happening, I'm thinking, oh, I have to write a speech about this.
Correct.
Happens to all of us.
True.
Most of us. People who have delivered at least 7 to 8 speeches, because you have trained your mind to think that way. You realize what you were just talking about.
Yeah, so I immediately start following the story.
Yes.
What was the obstacle I
Yes.
faced, and how I tackled it, and what were the learnings.
I just got the idea in table topic contest. I was not able to fit any topic. Now I can create a speech. How is that?
Yes, that may happen, Rahul, because at that time your mind is overwhelmed. So you may or may not be able to, and at the end of the day, see, we tried every trick in the book. Right? So, in addition to that, let's learn these also, and let's see whatever fits when the day comes. Right? Okay? Alright. The body. Okay, now I need one volunteer, please, quickly.
Toastmaster Kritika.
Okay, so this is our stage today. Hello, your name is Amita. Amita, please come up. Yes, please. So, Amita, your topic today is what are the biggest challenges facing the future of India's young people? Timer?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the biggest challenge which the younger generation is facing right now is not able to connect to themselves, not able to actually there is so much of information bombardment from all the things like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook and Google, so they are not able to really get connect to the, and they are not able to get the real kind of information, and they are confused about it, what is good, what is bad, and what should they choose for themselves. So much of options are there. So I think, yeah, too much of information is something which are making them confused, and they are not able to take their right decisions in a right time.
Now, that was very well done, by the way, very well spoken. And act. Now let's give it a little more structure. So I could tell that you have a lot of words coming to your mind.
Right.
And you
I was not
want
able to spot something like exactly
Yes.
what's there.
you have some scenario coming to your mind from your experience, something you may have faced with your kids at home, right, or
my clients.
your clients, all right. But you were struggling to find the proper way to deliver it.
Right.
Correct? Okay. Now let's talk about a way, a method that can help you be more precise and concise. This is called a definition speech. Define some problems which you did. Bombardment of information, they are not able to, they get confused. It is all frequently called a problem solving speech. So what do we do in this? We divide our speech into 6 steps. The first step is the problem. In your case, you said bombardment of information, too much information, which is true from all sides. So we name the problem, then we define it. What do I mean by bombardment of information? Instagram, Facebook, there's something happens in the world, and we can hear it from all the sources, we can hear about it from all the sources. Everybody's talking about it, there's too much information about it. And there are things I don't want my child to know, I don't want somebody to know, but then they are getting that information nonetheless from all these sources. And there's too much of it. Think of a song. The internet ruins certain songs for me. Every reel has that song, every reel has that, too much. Okay? So point number 2 is explain the problem. First is name the problem. Second is explain the problem. Third is give example in the form of a story. 6 months ago, my daughter had her exams, so on and so forth. She couldn't sleep because of too much Instagramming, or there was too much on her plate, she was feeling overwhelmed, or she read about something. You have to make it as precise as possible. Give information in your story related to the topic. Then the next step, but then don't end it there. What we did was you spoke about the problem and you stopped. We need a solution. So problem solving technique, problem solving speech, definition speech. Definition should not only consist of the problem, it should consist of the solution. And this is the part that most of us miss out on. So step number 4, name the solution. Step number 5, define the solution. Step number 6, give example of the solution. Even if you have never done it, just make something up. And once you're in the flow, once you know the pointers, okay, step number 1, I have to do this, 2, I have to do this, 3, it will come to you. It will come to you, but you have to practice. So when you know these steps, then you can talk about it. Then you can connect a story from there. You know what I'm saying? All that logbook that you have maintained, then the story will come to you. Once you know, these are my steps. So step number 1, name the problem. Step number 2, define the problem. Step number 3, give examples. Step number 4, name the solution. Step number 5, define the solution. Step number 6, give examples. Main step number 7, CTA, call to action. What is it that Abhishek today can do? What is it that Bhanu can do today, right now? Please go home, talk to your children about this. Many parents hesitate from opening up, or children or colleagues or whatever it is, whatever the problem is, right? If you have identified, okay, this is the problem with today's generation, because we are talking about young people here, so in your case it's clients. So step number 1 in CTA, in call to action, identify that, okay, this is what I have to talk about, and talk to your clients today. Please do not ignore it or just swipe it under the carpet, sweep it under the carpet. Talk about it. Find a solution together. Do this. Prioritize this right now. So call to action is very important in the end. So you want to try now with these 7 steps?
I can try.
Yes. Sure. Go ahead. I'm sure you can. Yes.
Okay.
Timer. This timer, please. Yeah.
So the problem of today's youth is that information bombardment. Too many of information is coming from so many sources that they get confused about it. What is right, what is wrong. And one of my clients, I would like to tell you that one of my clients, she was dealing with such problem that she was getting so many information about what to choose in her career, and she was so confused that she got into an anxiety because she was not able to decide what is really good for her, because so many things are coming up as a career options from so many areas or from so many sources. So this is as a
you're doing very well. Yes, you are.
Thank you. So now
Talk
what
about
was the next
solution.
step?
Solution.
Okay, now we are coming into the solution part. Okay, so the solution or the advice I would give to the youth of today's generation is just try to connect to yourself and go to any professional if you are seeking such kind of, going through such kind of problem where you have so many of information bombardment. Why not to go to any expert and take any counseling? If it is about career, go to the career counselor. You will get the right kind of information. Otherwise, you will be distracted.
You will be stuck, or you will be wondering.
You will be stuck and wondering.
How was it?
Call to action.
Okay, this was the call to action.
So call to
career.
action. Yes, just narrow it down to one sentence. Can you try?
Okay.
Talk to an expert. Talk to an expert.
Talk to an expert if you are dealing with such problem.
Fantastic. Very well done.
Or contact her.
Contact me also.
Wonderfully spoken. Very well done. So, most practical, and the best part is that she was able to give a solution. Like she said, that people don't know what to do sometimes. So just tell them that this is what you can do. Do it. All right. Very well done. Next volunteer, please. Anyone who does not really come up for table topics. Anyone who doesn't have any role today. Who is super scared of table topics.
Toastmaster and Rag.
You, Anurag?
Yes.
Okay, one second, Anurag. Is there anybody here who has never spoken in table topics? Anyone here?
Yes.
Okay, sure. One of the guests can come up. Okay, Anurag, you come and then guest next time. Come up. Round of applause for Anurag, please. Your topic is: are there any benefits of getting married, or should we opt for a live-in relationship?
You are bachelor, you are bachelor. You are right number.
Okay.
Yes. Your time starts now.
Character.
So as we come to our topic, is it good to get married, or should we keep stay with the live-in relationship? So I think it's my personal, though I don't have experience of any one of them, but still I would like to, based on the understanding that I have,
Fantastic, yes.
I think like marriage will give you more surety that you will stay with that person with long period of time, and living relationship is something where you cannot feel trusted to the other person. Maybe today he is or she is with me, next day she will prefer someone else. So in that scenario, there is no surety. And because of that, I believe you are not more opened up in your relationships, and you will not able to share that kind of bond that you can share when you are in marriage. So I believe, considering this thing, like should we opt for live-in relationship? Is it good when you are bachelor? But considering the life of a human being, I think a more genuine relationship, a more trusted bond, then we should definitely go for a marriage.
Fantastic. Again, he had a lot of thoughts in his mind. Did you or did you not?
Yes, sir.
The wrong question
Now,
was asked.
and that can happen.
Yes,
That can happen in the contest.
yes.
Wrong question. I have no clue about this. Not that I have no clue about this, but no experience perhaps. That will happen. So what do we do in such a case when we have no experience? Pros and cons method. Divide your speech into pros and cons in your opinion, of course, in his opinion. I may think differently, Sonu may think differently, Rahul may think differently, but then, in my opinion, these are the pros and these are the cons.
You can
And I
give
stand by
you
mine.
can give examples also with friends.
Examples have to come. See? So divide your topic into pros and cons. Argue both in favor and against. Give specific reasons and examples. You have to give examples. Examples are proof.
He has given pros and cons.
Yes. So you have to speak both in favor and against, and then you have to give your final opinion with an example. I mean, when you give your pros and cons, so list them out clearly. Be as precise as possible. This is, see, an expert. You want to seem like an expert on the stage, even if you have no clue what you're talking about. You have to come across as an expert. So you have to argue both in favor and against, both the things.
But Smita,
Yes.
so in normal, during normal session, it's fine talking about pros and cons. But in the contest, I have always seen pros and cons as a very weak approach because it's very trivial. Right? People always talk about a story. They create some.
We will come to story also. We will. So these are different. So I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Tanmay. So Tanmay, the thing is, these are just different approaches that we talk. Weak approach, strong approach. We are going to talk about all of them because you don't know what may come in handy on the stage. Sometimes you are not able to come up with a story, but pros and cons, yes, my mind can do that because it's more technical.
It's easiest approach actually that everybody can do. That pros and cons.
Pros and cons, anybody can do. So this is a safe approach. You know, when nothing else is working, there will be times when you will not know what to say.
Okay. And you can present the pros and cons in an interesting way.
Exactly, I was just coming to that. And it may, see, I mean, I respect that you're saying it's a weak approach. In my mind, the way you deliver your speech decides everything. No matter what approach you take. No judge will mark you down just because of your approach. Let me tell you that.
True.
We will talk about what all the judges look for, and if you're able to meet that, it doesn't matter what approach you take. And this is the very technical approach. This comes to the rescue in time of need.
And this technique is very useful in in interviews.
Yes.
When, like often in interview, you are asked between two choices, and you are not sure which one is correct.
And maybe they don't want to.
You don't want to sound biased.
In this, you said we can include an example as well. But with single example, how we can cover all the pros and cons?
We just see.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
Because I am confused. There might be two or more pros and cons, right? In a single example. In a single example, how?
No, who says it has to be a single? Let's just see.
Okay.
We'll do it. Okay? Alright. Okay, let's try this. Okay, now again, the example need not be from your personal life. Like I said, if I don't have any experience about this, how can I talk about it? But then I'm not dumb. I'm a social creature. I live in society. I have friends, I have relatives, I see movies. And that is what helps me form an opinion. So I have to present my opinion here. You may get a question on parenting, or a topic about parenting, something like, may not even parenting, nurturing. There was a topic once, it's breeze that grows, it's rain that grows flowers and not a storm. So it can be applied to parenting, to nurturing, to doing a project in your corporate world, anything. So we are just covering all the bases here. There may be times when you don't know what to say, you have no clue about, you have no experience. So then this is a technical approach, it will help you. Alright, Anurag, yes. Divide your topic into pros and cons, and then give examples, specific examples. Are there any benefits of getting married, or should we opt for a live-in relationship?
As we all know, coin has two sides. Similarly, the topic that is given to me, benefit of getting married, or we keep stay with our live-in relationship. So I would like to give some pros and cons for it, so that you can better evaluate this decision of moving ahead in your personal life. So let me give you an example when it comes to live-in relationship. One of my friend Rahul, he was in live-in relationship with a girl for a couple of months. Then one day he told me, like, she is talking to someone else behind my back. And so I said to him, Rahul, she is not your wife, she can talk to anyone. Why you are so possessive about her? So this is kind of thing you can easily expect in a living relationship. Be sure about it. Now when it comes to marriage, the thing a normal human being have is like possession. This thing is mine, this person is mine. You can feel that thing when you are in marriage. You cannot, like the scenario happened with one of my friends Rahul. When he starts feeling that now she is her, because he is in relationship with her, that is not happen when you are in marriage, because the person is yours. So this is the something that you can say cons and pros of getting married. So this is from my end.
Alright, thank you. Okay, very well done. So in his mind, getting married gives you more security. That is what you want.
He's a committed guy.
Commitment, security. Okay. He's a committed guy, yes. Yes. Alright. So another step, like Rahul said, you could have also, you had a couple of minutes, you had 1 minute left, 45 seconds left. You could have quickly brought it.
Question.
No. The pros and cons.
Of the other side.
Swap. Yeah, swap the pros and cons. That you may decide after a few years that you want to opt out, and then you feel stuck, but then that's a chance you have to take. What if you don't feel stuck? What if you fall in love even deeper? And I think we all have one life, and that's a risk worth taking. So in my opinion, yes, one should get married.
So So I have one question regarding this.
We still have a lot of techniques.
Let's
to go
remove
through.
these speeches then.
No, let's not remove the speeches.
We can do it. We can do it next time also.
Yes.
Because this is more interesting session.
Yes.
No, let's not remove the speeches. We'll quickly go through.
Okay.
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 So let's keep the questions for next time.
Question is like similar to this only. Actually, as you told, if we are sharing pros and cons of both the sides, if I am promoting living relationship in this question, so what I believe we cannot reach to any conclusion. If I, for in my
See,
case,
this is why I have highlighted in your opinion.
okay.
So you have to see in topics like this, no, but you can never reach a conclusion. It can never be a fact. It can only be an opinion. So in my opinion, this is better.
Okay, one can present both pros and cons of both the
And you
sides.
give an example that supports your opinion, right?
Yeah.
When I give an example that supports my opinion, I come across as more believable.
Good.
Yeah.
So we talk about humor and body language also for the.
Not today. Today we are talking about only the techniques to organize and structure.
But we need to add also, right? Those are extra spices.
Definitely, we will come to that. The ballot paper in the end.
Can you
If we talk about
PPT to us?
Sure, I can do that. Sure, no worries. Next, so do we have 5 minutes or do we have more time? Then
We can
accordingly
take-
we will. Otherwise, I'll just quickly talk about the waste.
You
And
can
I will
take,
not follow up on
you can
this.
take 10 minutes, but speeches should be there because they have prepared
No,
for
speeches
this.
have to be there. So let's not talk.
Let's
talk
take
about
10 more minutes.
10 to 15
10 more minutes?
No, only 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10
Okay,
minutes.
so
Okay, remove the general evaluation.
yeah,
Generally,
we can have
we
more
just have
ideas.
speech is like 5 plus 5.
Let's quickly, I'll finish 10 minutes.
Okay.
Quickly.
क्या करने का ही पड़ा देना।
Okay.
वैसे भी मजा आ रहा है सुनने में।
मजा आ रहा है? I hope you're learning also something. That's my objective.
Yeah, I think that speeches can be, because people are already ready there, that can be moved to the next speech.
No, let's not do that. I would feel very bad. Let's not do that, please.
Actually,
Abhishek is
Okay, let's come back. Okay. Does long distance dating cause distrust in relationships? Again, I'll give you 30 seconds. Everybody, think of what you would like to say.
Would you please repeat the topic?
Does long distance dating cause distrust in relationships? Just think. I will not be calling for volunteers anymore. So, quickly go through all the techniques. Alright, now remember what all you've thought about. Let's organize the same speech that you were all just thinking about using a technique called cause and effect. If I do this, this will happen. For example, I don't know if any of you thought of this. For example, if you thought long distance may cause distrust in a relationship. Long distance may cause some misunderstandings or lack of communication, and that may lead to a breakup. So how about this? If you are facing the problem of lack of communication, set aside a fixed time during the day to have a video call, or at least a phone call, an audio call. You may not be able to talk consistently, you may not be able to keep in touch consistently, but make it a point to visit each other once in 6 months, depending on how far you live, or once in 2 months, or once in 3 months. So if you do this, it will help you strengthen your relationship. Maybe you can have virtual date nights. You can share music, or you can read books together. So you tell them, if you do this, this will happen. It will make your relationship better. And you may be doing something that you don't even realize. You may be telling them that, okay, I will call you in a couple of hours and then you may forget about it. That may, and if this happens quite often, it may lead to distrust. So if you do this, if you keep on doing this, it may lead to distrust. So identify what is it that is causing the distrust. So cause and effect. This is what you do and this is the effect it will have on your relationship.
I can take contrarian approach also, that it creates more trust when you are.
Yes, cause and effect.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Because if you are talking, like you have fixed someone time, and with the advent of technology, you have the facility to have video call,
yes.
And your partner, like when you are talking, like maybe for 1 hour, you have set aside that time, you are dedicatedly talking to that person,
yes.
Instead of doing something else, which is
Absolutely.
in real life it's very difficult to give that much attention.
Brilliant. See? So cause and effect. If you do this, this will happen. So instead of just saying, oh yes, long distance may do this, it may cause distrust, it may, that's all general yarn, I call it. Motherhood statements. So most of us do this, we give motherhood statements in our speeches. Don't generalize it. Give specific things, either pros and cons or the 6-step method or this cause and effect. Give specific examples. Alright? Next. Real life relationships versus romance in films and movies. Which one should we learn from? Again, 30 seconds. Think about it. What would you say?
Once again, please.
Yes. Real life relationships versus romance in films and movies. In movies. Which one should we learn from? Have you all thought about it? Okay. Now, compare and contrast method. When we are presented with two scenarios that are similar and different at the same time, you can be presented with a topic like that. So if you just talk about one thing, oh, forget movies, why should we watch them? I mean, why should we follow them? Why to learn anything from that? That's not how real life works. Compare and contrast. What is it that we learn from movies? And what is it that we learn from real life? Aren't movies also inspired from real life? And what is so wrong about wanting to incorporate something from the movies in your real life if it can make it better? Many times we learn things from movies. There are inspiring movies also, inspirational movies also, motivational movies also. So why can't we take motivation in this aspect? Romance. Many people do. I see all sorts of proposals happening these days on Instagram. Where have they been inspired from? Movies. So things do happen. So compare and contrast. What is it that life teaches us? What is it that movies teach us? And how is it that we can incorporate some of this in this? Instead of just, and you can take a specific example. My cousin got inspired from Shah Rukh Khan and went on one thing and proposed to herself, and whatever, anything, something like that, to make it more interesting. Stories are very important. Stories are a very important part of speeches. If you don't know one, create one.
This is what I was about to ask. Can we create an?
Absolutely, 100%. 100%.
But it should fit to the situation.
Obviously, it has to be related.
Because your mind doesn't remind you anything like about from the situation in a real life scenario, then we can create it.
100%.
You can create something from your life also.
Yes. from your life, thank you. Nothing like it, but if you can't, then you can always create something. It's harmless. Don't say that my father won a medal in the World War. Alright. How has India changed in the last? Yes, please.
Sorry. 4 minutes. 4 and 5.
No, I was not asking about that. You know, this is against the rules.
No, but I was focused on time.
Talking.
Alright. Come back, everyone. How has India changed in the last 20 years, and how do you think it will become 20 years from now? Compare and contrast past, present, and future. You may get topic on technology, on relationships, on nurturing, on I don't know, anything, mental health, physical health, weather. It could be anything in the world. Compare and contrast past, present, and future. What is still the same? What has changed? And what other changes can you predict for the future? Again, a very powerful method when you don't know what to say. Okay, quickly moving on. Oreo, somebody mentioned Oreo here. Lifesaver. In my opinion, reason this, example this, opinion, finish. If nothing else comes to mind, Oreo. We all know Oreo?
Yes.
Yeah. Stories like this, like I said, a very important part of speeches.
And what is Oreo?
You're a guest?
Yes.
You're not participating in the table tennis contest? So we'll come to you later. We don't have time right now. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I will tell you. Let me just finish I'll tell you separately. Okay? Connect the words. Okay, this is again an exercise, but we don't have time. Let's skip it. Alright. Successful conclusion, gives a feeling of closing, reviews the main points, it makes an impact. Closing techniques, we all know. This is just additional information. Do we all know closing techniques? Maybe we can have a separate session on that.
Summarize and then.
End with a quotation or create suspense, curiosity, call for action, rhetorical question. Again, this can be a loophole. So the same question that you asked in the beginning, you can connect your whole story to that and then ask the same question. It's a very powerful method. A lot of speakers do that. Summarize your main points. Finally, keep it short and sweet. And impromptu speaking may seem difficult. We can make it easier. Keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. That is very important in speeches. Our mind, sometimes, it takes us somewhere and we start from one point and we go to, So let's not do that. Keep the main thing, and that's the main thing. Okay? Include an opening, body, and conclusion. Tell your response technique to the type of question you receive for an on-target answer. Keep it short. Let's have a look at the judges' panel, please, quickly. Okay. Alright. See, as you can see here, this is available online. Just type Toastmasters, table topics contest, judges' ballot, and you will get it. Let's please pay attention here. Speech development and effectiveness. The content has 55% marks. Content, it has to be good. Physical delivery, physical and voice delivery has 30%. Language has only 15%. Grammar, pronunciation and word selection, it's only 15%. So please don't worry too much. My vocabulary is not good or my grammar is erratical. Don't worry about it. As long as you have good content and your stage presence is good, don't worry. Okay? Yeah. So this is what they are told, the judges. The content is 55%. What does content include? include speech development, just go to this one. It's not rocket science. With that, I conclude my session. Thank you very much. And
Thank you, Shraddha, for such a wonderful
You might need.
team organization. Yeah. Just few questions we will have.
questions?
Yeah, one.
Yes, please.
Actually, you told that the content is weightage is 55%, and there is one approach that you have talked about the pros and cons approach. Suppose you have give a certain opinion on the pros and cons, and the judges have the different opinion on that, and there is some conflict. So the weightage of the marks allocated to it may reflect or not.
So what happens is, you are not being judged on your thought process. Remember that. This is a public speaking forum. Okay? You are being judged on how you are able to convey your message. Sometimes what happens is, so judges are told, there's a judges training that happens. A full day training happens. Anyone attended the judges training? Yes. So you are told there that do not let somebody's thought process affect your marking system. Yes? You are told that in the training? But then after all, we are all human beings. So it may happen. But then you have to stop worrying about that. You cannot control everything. You have to present your opinion in such a way that everybody understands very clearly. So you are being judged on your content. See, whatever the topic is, I may not agree with your take on that. But if you are able to deliver it nicely, well done. There are some speakers who speak very well. Not everybody likes Mr. Modi or what he says, but I think nobody can deny that he's a good orator.
Correct.
Yes.
Do we all agree?
Yes.
We may not agree with what he's saying, but the way he says it, we all like. So that's the thing. Yeah?
Now I'm skipping the introduction of J and the tag will play because we do not have that much time. Jump into the speech directly. So introducing Toastmaster Neelam.
Toastmaster Sonu.
Okay, Sonu wants to go first. So introducing welcoming Toastmaster Sonu to come and deliver his speech. So Toastmaster Sonu, you can have the
Meanwhile, you can call Rahul as well to share the.
So now calling the Rahul, to say the introduction of the Sonu speeches.
Toastmaster Sonu will be giving her level 4 first speech, and the objective of the speech is to learn how to manage a change, and she'll be giving a speech from the pathway dynamic leadership, and the speech title is Change is the Only Constant. I wish Toastmaster Sonu all the best for her speech.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, and thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Before I start, I would like to show one video. Allow me to show that.
I know the movie. I watched this movie.
Anyone would like to guess the name of the movie?
Just right there.
Great. And anyone would like to tell about the key takeaways from this movie? If you
Never
have
give up.
watched this, please.
Never quit in any circumstances.
Great. Last Saturday, I was watching this movie. Let me share my observation, what I observed during this movie. That there is one Chandu. He wanted to be a champion and he wanted to win gold medal for the country in Olympic. So what did he do? First, he tried wrestling, then boxing, and then swimming. There was a need, there was an aim that he wanted to be champion, and to achieve that aim, he kept on changing his ways because that was the need. He didn't have any option at that moment. Toastmasters, we all do have some aim in our life, and many times we have to get adapted to so many changes. We don't have any option, but yes, life goes on and we have to go with the flow. To tell about my life, if someone says that, if I need to summarize my life in one statement, I'll say one life, 5 states, more than 10 relocations. And during this journey, what did I observe? That change is only constant. Let me share my experience of recent relocation. 2 years back, I was in Mumbai. Well settled over there with a 6-year-old kid, going to a good school where I got admission after staying 3 days in a queue. Working with a reputed organization, had a good social circle. With all this, one fine day, my husband came to me. He told that, Sonu, I need to move Gurgaon. Myself in a big fix. That what is the need to move to Gurgaon? This pure air you don't like. You will be moving to that polluted city where even I feel that it's full of politicians. Toastmasters, but my husband being a finance professional, he told me that once your profit and loss statement is showing net profit, everything will be taken care. Myself being a finance student, again was not able to understand the language of finance because I understood that growth is important, but yes, that emotional circle was taking over that knowledge of the finance. That jugglery continued for few weeks, and then finally I told to my husband, yes, let's move to Gurgaon. So here there is a change. I need to change the location. But yes, this is not only change of location, it is impacting so many other things like my social circle, my organization where I had a good team, I was enjoying my life over there, and my child's school, and so many other things as well. Change is only constant, the way I mentioned. What did I do to overcome this problem? I looked for good school for my son. I looked for an apartment in Gurgaon, and I just looked into my Facebook profile that the friends who are still there in Gurgaon. Toastmasters, how we will get into the change that we will come to know after coming into the new situation. But yes, what is there with you, that is plan and prepare. As we grow up, life moves on. Friends do leave. but we have to move on, we have to adapt the change. The way Chandu champion had a determination and adaptability to change, and he was able to win that gold medal. Similarly, if we are adaptable to changes, then we can achieve our aim. Our aim is to be happy. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Such a nice speech, a lot of learning you get, like adapt to the changes, plan and prepare, how yourself get plan and prepare yourself so that you can achieve the success. And at the same time, you have to adopt the changes because you have to adapt the scenario where you have to fit in. A very wonderful explained by the Toastmaster Sonu. 1 minute silence and the feedback. Can you give the feedback to the Sonu speeches? The feedback link has been shared on the group. So 1 minute has been allotted for the feedback. For the guests, kindly scan the QR code for the nearby guests. I request the guest, nearby member to share the QR code with the guests. So timer just inform 1 minute. So 1 minute session completed. Now it's time for another speech. So another speech going to deliver by Toastmaster Neelam. Welcoming Neelam on the stage. Before that, I will request Toastmaster Ankit to share his speech objective.
Hi everyone. So today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Neelam. She is delivering the project third of level 1. Her pathway is presentation mastery. Her speech title is Cherish Your Friendship. The objective of her speech is to develop a vocal variety in body language. I wish best of luck to Toastmaster Neelam.
Toastmaster Neelam. Cherish your friendship, Toastmaster Neelam. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Neelam.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. Hello. How many of you have or had that one such friend to whom you can share all your life's ups and downs? Good to see that many of you still have that friend, right? Anjali and Mehak, they were such best friends. Moreover, they are inseparable friends that through their tears and laughter, they share a common bond of friendship. Now, I should say they are the pillars of strength. Their friendship is shown everywhere. They were the friends, school best friends. They were friends when they were in 11th standard. Now, as the time passes, in 2005, they shared one hostel room. Why they shared it? Because they had a dream that they want to pursue or they want to be a lecturer in a college. For that, they need to qualify something. At that time, qualification is must, and for that qualification, they need to clear the NET exam, National Entrance Test for Lecturership. And that dream gave them the strength of doing something in future. So, say they start their journey of embarking, that is qualifying the NET exam. They read very hard for that. They practice lot of mock test papers. They practice in the hostel corridors day and night. Early morning revisions and uncountable mock test papers they have done. Because they are the pillars of friendship. They help each other in one way or the other. In living in one hostel room and as well as in the department, because they are pursuing the master's degree from HAU, Agriculture University Hisar. And side by side they are learning or they are practicing for qualifying the NET exam as well. Time passed again. The day has come for the test, for the NET test. They did well as per their strength. A month later, again the day of reckoning has arrived. There was a list on the board. The list was displayed on the board. And in that list, Anjali's name was there. Anjali was very enthusiastic. She was on the top of the world. She was thinking that my stars are aligning and now I can do. She had that confidence because she cleared that NET exam. That was the powerful exam at that time. Because you people, know that earlier there were no YouTube videos for learning something or practice something. Only Google was there and that needs to be paid for. If you want to learn something, you have to pay something. Only the library was there from where they can get the study material for study. That was the only thing. So she was on the top of the world that, wow, I have done it. Now I will be a lecturer in college, in a reputed college. Yes. But as she turned towards Meg, her joy was tempered. She felt helpless. Why? Because Mehak's name was not in that list. She was crying. She was hiding her emotions. But Anjali recognized those emotions. Because Mehak already seen that thing, that board, that Anjali's name is there. But even though she was hiding those emotions in front of Anjali, Anjali recognized that this is not fair. Even though her emotions are not seen, but Anjali can easily got that. She realized that her strength, her values, her efforts for Anjali is unseen. No, it is not unseen. It is there. It should be recognized. She has helped her during those practices. So, in the evening, many of the hostel friends, they came congratulating Anjali. Congratulations, Anjali. You have done a wonderful job. You are qualified. Now you are going to be a lecturer, right? But Anjali struggled to share her happiness in front of Meg. She was not able to show her happiness towards others because Meg was his best friend. If she has done it, why not Meg? She has she has also done that much effort. So my friends, and who was it, Anjali? Yes.
You.
Guessed it right. It was me, and I have seen those efforts that Mehak has done for me. So my friends, at that time, Anjali recognized that it is not success is not solely individual's efforts. It is because of the efforts shown by others as well. Efforts given by others. So let us acknowledge those efforts, the struggles which other people gave us. Let us acknowledge, let us remember the bond that other people giving us at that time. Because friendship is important. Friendship is important. Friendship is above all. It transcends individuals' achievements. So, I should say that please treasure your friendship. Cherish your friendship. If you cherish it, if you hold it with you, No matter, it's not a part of losing or winning the game. It's the thing that how much bond you still have after winning or losing. That matters a lot. So cherish your friendship, and it's totally up to you whether you will do it or not. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So 1 minute silence for the, just 1 minute feedback for the Toastmaster. So 1 minute is over. So Neelam, in your study you was the Anjali. In my life I was the man. And one thing that happened, I seen the failure. I seen multiple failure and seen the friends getting success. But with the failure I learned one thing, hard work. People have forget the hard work after the success. But even after the success I get later on, I keep working hard. And today also I work hard. The first time how I work hard in daily because I taste the success very last. I mean when it takes the success after a lot of hard work, you want to work hard and because you know the failure, because when the failure has happened, it's broke the people. And you never want to and you never want to get break away again. So you keep working hard. And that's why it's one reason that I simply working
Like
hard.
my friend Mehak, she is in Australia right now and she's more successful than me.
Yeah, that's I love that's
So permanent citizenship there and she is having very good family.
Yeah, that's what happened. Like the friend whom you call Anjali over there, the friend is Mukesh and Mike. Like I am much more better position right now, and I am in the right city. If I look at the people, they are working in the Panipat, somewhere in the Kush sector, and some other old city, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and where I am in the tier 1 cities. So because the failure, to also work hard, and you never get out of that track. You keep working hard because you have seen the failure. So that is also one thing that when you taste the failure, you learn to work hard consistently. Now it's time for the another people to bring in into the picture. That is the joke master. We have the joke master. Now it's time to bring those masters and way to share the jokes and make us laugh. It is a floor for the master. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I have prepared 3 short jokes, but I don't think we have time for all. I kept 3 because I'm not very sure whether you'll get my first joke, so. But let's see. If you
was the first joke.
Is this first joke?
No. But if you show your trust, if you laugh, then I'll stop there. Okay. So there is a senior person who was driving down his car on a national highway. The phone rang, and he heard an anxious voice from his wife. Wife said, "Look, I just heard something on the news that there is a car driving in a wrong way on your highway." She sounded very anxious. The guy said, "Hell, it's not just one car. I can see plenty of them driving wrong way." Okay, let me share the second joke also.
We got it.
Yeah. You got it. So the second one, this is about a plumber and another person. The plumber was really agitated. He didn't get his bill,
person that you haven't paid the bill for the work I did on Friday. And let's say the name of the guy is Paddy. Paddy was very surprised. Paddy said, the plumber, it was not that all you quoted. The plumber, again amused, I didn't give you any quote on that day. Paddy said, well, you did. But I asked about when you could come. You said, I'm free typically on Friday. Nobody. So this side is not laughing, so I'll share my third. So a child came running to his father, asked, Papa, how people were born? The papa said, you know, there are Adam and Eve, they made babies, the baby became adults, and they made babies, and so on and so forth. The child had a very curious mind. He was not satisfied, so he went back to his mother. As mother, he asked exactly the same question to his mother. His mother said, you know, there are times we are monkeys, and we evolve now like what we are.
Swap the roles.
Then the child ran to the father, said, Dad, you lied to me. Mother gave that answer. Father said, look, she told her family story. I think all of you got it. Thank you so much.
What's the other way around?
How you do that? It was a wonderful Toastmasters. Now it's time for the feedback session. So I must invite Toastmaster Banu to come to the stage.
So we will have evaluations, sir.
Yeah,
so you can take call directly the evaluation.
Okay. Now it's for the evaluation. So calling, starting with Toastmaster round. You can take it like I can give a feedback and fast feedback and just like
You have to give your feedback as well as a general evaluator.
Who's the general evaluator?
I'm the general evaluator.
So you can take the
Okay.
make it more tips for the other people to answer.
So do you have speech evaluators or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We'll
Thanks.
not have table topic here.
Yeah. Okay, great guys. So since we are running very late today, so I'll just call the evaluators. First, I'll call Toastmaster Rahul to evaluate Toastmaster Sonu's speech.
So 30 minutes more tips.
I have 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, take your time.
So, I forgot.
Actually, don't do that, yeah. Don't interrupt people.
Don't interrupt Abhishek.
It's not nice.
What a beautiful speech by Toastmaster Sonu. And what an interesting title she chose. The change is the only constant. Where she mentioned 2 stories. One from the movie Chandu Champion, where the actor or the main character modified his approaches and techniques and finally made the changes and finally won the gold medal. And the second story was from her personal life, where she had to move from Mumbai to Gurgaon and adapted her lifestyle. If I talk about the positives from her speech, I really liked the start wherein she displayed a video and we instantly got to know what is there in the speech. And that was really a great start. Followed by a question. Again, when you ask a question, it engages the audience and it's one of the best way to start any speech. If I talk about other positives that are there in her speech, the third most important aspect was the humor in her speech. Did you see the instance where she had to move from Mumbai to Gurgaon? She shared about, well, I will have to leave this pure air and go to Gurgaon. It was funny. And such instances where you create humor, again, engages the audience. And lastly, her body language. We could see she was constantly using her hand gesture, she was moving, covering throughout the stage, and again, it showcased that she has a great body language, kudos to her. But again, even though her speech was really good, there are areas of improvements, and the first and the major area of improvements is preparedness. I could see there was some miscommunication between how to display the video. She was thankful to Toastmasters Shweta, who brought in laptop and could be used. If I talk about other area of improvements, the other major thing that lacked in her speech was vocal variety. When, let's say, your husband mentioned that, Sonu, you could have lowered your voice, Sonu, we'll have to move to Gurgaon. You might have showcased some shocking expression. Really, leaving this pure air and going to Gurgaon, Delhi NCR, you could do that. And lastly, you missed some achievements by coming to Gurgaon, like what exactly you achieved here. You came to Gurgaon, you adapted, but you missed the point. You were happy, but why you were happy? You could have included that. Lastly, to summarize, it was great attempt. I like the body language, humor, and the start. If you could add a little bit of vocal variety and work on preparedness, you are going to ace in your coming speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Well summarized and well evaluated. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Ankit to evaluate Toastmaster Neelam's speech. Thank you.
So I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Neelam. I really liked her speech. She started with a smile. She asked a question, and that is something which everyone can learn, that we should be starting with a question because it engages audience, engages the listeners into the speech. Other than that, the content was very, very meaningful. She talked about how we should appreciate the help of our friends, of our loved ones, and when we achieve something, we should not forget about them because they are part of our success. So, entire speech was wonderful and her body language was great. Also, her hand gestures were very open. She was not keeping her hands like this or this. She was having a very open body language. I really liked it. Few recommendations I like to make is that her body language and her eye movement was a kind of, even though she was taking pauses, but it was a continued in sense, like when she was moving to the next content, next dialogue, so she was still looking as if, it's continued. So I was, when I was looking at her, I was feeling as if she's not speaking, but she's still continuing the speech. So if you are speaking something, then just take pause. Just take a little bit of pause in your body language as well. Then move to the next thing. You are just continuing like this, like as if you are speaking also. So it was a little bit. Even if you look at your speech, you can realize what's the difference it makes if in the body language, how you can include it. So it's a little bit nuance based, since I have to observe specifically the body language and vocal tonality. That's why I'm going a little deeper into it. But you can work definitely on your body language. The other thing is the vocal tonality part is that you can stress on some parts and means because when you are speaking, it was as if on the same pace and same kind of tonality. So you can experiment a little bit with a high pitch and low pitch. For example, how come I achieved so much and she failed? How come I achieved so much in the exam even though she worked more than me. So just a little bit of experimentation in your vocal tonality that can work. Overall, I really liked your speech. I really liked the message, and at the end of it, you disclosed that you were Anjali. I was not. Somebody guessed it, but I was not sure it was you. Your content was really good again. So all in all, I really liked your speech, and thank you very much for the wonderful speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. So, do you have any supplementary?
No, we can skip it.
Okay, guys, due to lack of time, I just jumping into my feedback session. So, as a general evaluator, I have observed few things. So, starting with the meeting, today we are little bit late. I think the meeting started at 10:32. So, we should make efforts, all the efforts to start meeting at whatever. So, whenever you have because you should have some preparation time. Maybe you can ask the role players to come at 10:15 and do all the setup before the audience takes place. Another observation about the Sergeant at Arms, though he started with his usual Toastmaster pledge and other things, he could practice more on this, because Sergeant at Arms, when he comes on the stage, he sets the tone of the meeting. So some more enthusiasm and energy is required. Practice more what you are supposed to say. So don't forget and that, oh, I forgot. So that doesn't look good. You give the first impression to the audience. Coming to the presiding officer, so he started his usual warm-up things, but I think it got little longer today. You should stick with the agenda. That whatever time, you should have 2 to 3 minutes as a presiding officer. You can't go on and on like about 15 minutes. That's because that little bit disturbed the main agenda today. So, and also we are running late today. So just keep within the time allotted to you. The timer can keep a track on the time. About the TMOD session, so thank you to Toastmasters Shweta to come here and give a valuable learning. That I believe everybody has learned a lot about table topics. Even I learned many new things. So thank you, Toastmasters Shweta. It was again brilliant, fantastic, and also it will help us in the long way, not only for the contest, but also for our professional as well as personal lives. Again, time has showing the card. Coming to the evaluations, so both the evaluators took the CRC approach, which is commendation, commendation, and both of them did well. Only a thing that when you are giving the recommendation, always say from your point of angle that what I felt, I observed, I think, and then give your observation about the speech. And of course, Ankit has demonstrated where Toastmaster Neelam can improve her vocal variety. So that was great. Overall, good evaluations. And with that, now I come to the end of the meeting. Hand over to the
I would still request to call upon grammarian, accountant, timer. They have taken roles, and if they do not get chance to speak, it's fine if
it is up to you. Like if you can take pause.
It's fine if we take 10
audience
minutes,
say I
but
can
they have
add
prepared and they do not get
okay,
chance.
if the audience say, then I can add because we are running out of time. That's why I skip it out. So starting with the Toastmaster Puja can come this
Actually, I haven't prepared anything.
okay, skip it out now.
I fought for you and
Do you have anything? Yeah, people you can come out.
my speech gone in vain.
So for the table topics, so there are two participants, Toastmaster Amita and Toastmaster Anurag. So for Toastmaster Amita, she used R 4 times and so 7 times. Toastmaster Anurag R 8 times and so 4 times. And for speakers, Toastmaster Neelam so only 1 time and Toastmaster Sonu no success. Thank you. Actually, I'm so engaged in that. So
He might be afraid of you.
Yeah.
to point it out.
They give us the applause for Toastmasters.
You make me sound like a monster.
Just needed a minute. Just can you give everyone the applause for Toastmasters app?
Good afternoon, everyone. And TMOD Sweta took 55 minutes, and as allotted, and speaker Sonu, who took 6 minutes 32 seconds, and speaker Neelam took 7 minutes 9 seconds. Evaluator Rahul took 3 minutes 48 seconds, and Ankit took 3 minutes 15 seconds. Joke Master took 3 minutes 28 seconds, allotted time 2 minutes. And Amita, the table topic speaker, took 2 minutes, and Anurag took 2 minutes. General evaluator Bhanu took 2 minutes 43 seconds. Our counter took 22 seconds, and I took 1 minute 49.
So now voting link has been shared. So I skip the tag play in the voting link from the voting link because we are skipping out the tag role. So I will skip it because we have not had the introduction.
Next time we skip your role.
I have taken a lot of time. I will get up the 3 parts.
Just to reiterate, presiding officer only has 5 minutes.
Actually,
and every time we take 20
topic where everyone has second or time.
That's okay. Next 3 meetings, no
Yeah, no pressure. No harm activities.
Yeah, no, that is okay when you don't have content, but today we had this big session. So, yeah. Sometimes what happens that, okay, there are less speakers.
Less speaker,
utilize that time, just as a filling activity.
Just to highlight one point over there, that we have the IST speech contest. Although we are going to have a table topics contest in the next, at 8 December, we have the IST speech contest at January, in the second week of January, that is 12th January. I request every member to start preparing for that, your speeches. And over there is one guideline that the levels 2 to be completed. Level 2 to be completed. So I request the new member who was just joined to start taking the role and complete your level 2. And the event that simply I can see the whole level 1 is still not completed. Like if I talk about, I do not want to highlight the name over there, but the people are there from Toastmasters from the last 2 years or 1 year. But they have taken the role, multiple roles, and they have given them very wonderful speeches, PMO session, but they do not mark in the Toastmaster website, education board, like level completion 1 and 2. So can you do that so that you can get eligible for the speech contest? Because you are a wonderful speaker, members, I do not want to keep a non-eligible criteria at that time. Cool. So voting has been done.
So table topic contest is on 8th December?
Yeah, 8th of December. And
speech contest on
the second week of January.
12th January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 10 people have voted.
So 10 people have voted. Can you do vote? Just taking 2 minutes.
Table topic speaker. Table topic speaker.
So I just recall this was just for the introduction part, like how to give the table topic. So it was not the table topic session happened.
I think tag role automatically should go to Toastmasters app. Sorry? Certificate.
So let's do it in the next one.
there should not be any voting required because Toastmaster Vipul and Toastmaster Pooja both are disqualified.
Grammarian's report.
She is disqualified.
Disqualified, so.
She was lost in your session.
ये रिपुल का भी नाम आएगा
Vipul is disqualified. 20 seconds. Minimum 1 second. 1 minute is required.
You are also disqualified.
I didn't.
So starting with the best evaluator we have. So we have two wonderful speeches and two wonderful evaluators. Ankit and the award. In the award.
Ankit should get.